So the ability to actually use your arm and control your body sort of at the same time, whether it's balance, well, that's what it takes to actually sit in a chair at school.
Hey everyone, it's Chris from Flaghouse, and this week I'm here with Ilana Danneman on the Flaghouse Sensory channel, looking at something very important. This is about independence in the classroom. So we've put together a couple of different products and a couple of different things, and you showed us some great activities with them. So tell me a little bit about how important it is to kind of build that independence for kids as they transition into school.
Well, a lot of times parents might miss the fact that their children are less independent with certain things because we don't realize as moms and dads kind of how much we help our kids.
Sure.
But once they show up in that classroom, they don't have that one-on-one or even 1 to 3, right?
Sure.
So for the teacher who's got, 20, 25 children in her classroom, she really needs them to be more independent. Mm-hmm. So she's not spending as much time teaching them to, let's say, tie their shoes or zip up their jacket or even put on their backpack. So these are some tools that really work fine motor. But remember, when you're working fine motor, you want to also have good core because that helps you with your fine motor. So they kind of go hand in hand. But we've picked some items here that really will work the hands and the fingers.
Yeah, I saw that. So to start with, we had this great activity board where there's zippers and snaps and laces, all kinds of things that a kid is going to have when they're taking their jacket off, putting on shoes, things like that at school, right?
Yes, that's correct. And like this particular board, you can do it based on different levels. So if a child isn't ready to tie, but they're just ready to zip, you can work on that element of the board.
Perfect.
So that's really for multiple ages.
So we were talking about like the actual transitions of kids coming into class and the physical stuff of jackets, but a lot of that independence is about the fine motor and the writing skills and things like that too. So we had a couple of different things like the frog with the squeezing and the placing and the moving from one hand to the other.
That's right.
That was also really interesting too.
Yes, because as you can see, when you're squeezing, you're using all these intrinsic muscles. Those are the same muscles that you're going to use to write with. Mm-hmm. Also like hanging from a bar. And those are important because, with writing skills, even though a lot of us are on technology, we still need to have that ability to hold a pencil, to write. It's just a functional skill, and it also works on focus and attention and fostering that independence so you feel better about yourself.
Absolutely. And a couple of the other neat games that I saw, we had a couple with the fishing or with the magnetic puzzles that really focused on that kind of hand-eye coordination and kind of farming out that activity from the brain to the hands to try to place items too. So what kind of, what are those crossover skills good for?
Right, so like with that one particularly, you're using your whole body. So the ability to actually use your arm and control your body sort of at the same time, whether it's balance, well, that's what it takes to actually sit in a chair at school, and work on an activity at your desk. You gotta be able to sit up and not fall out of your chair and write.
Right. Absolutely. And the last one that we had was this magnetic dressing board game. And I guess that's kind of back to where we started with that independence, learning how to get dressed, learning how to get ready to go out for recess. So that's less about, there is the fine motor of placing, but it's about the logic of how to put things on too,
That's right. And also just body position and body parts and where are they on, you'd be surprised some people are not so aware of where their hand is or their foot is. And so this really kind of hones in on that.
Perfect. So we've got this great selection of products, awesome activities. Thank you so much, Ilana, for bringing that to us. And if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the Flaghouse Sensory channel. We always have new ideas every single week. Thanks for watching.